So, Super Duo, thank you for coming to this interview. We really appreciate it. Your time is very precious to us, so we're gonna try and waste it as much as we can.
Sweet. I got all the time in the world anyways.
You only talk when I ask you a question, okay? That's how this interview works, okay?
I can easily rip your head out of your body.
Great. Anyways, so you just filmed a short video. How was that?
It was alright. It took a lot of work in that. We broke a camera. Well, not we. One fool did. And then the wind knocked it over. But otherwise, I think all the footage went well. It was cold as hell, but otherwise, it was good.
What can you tell us about the movie making process?
Well, we used the camera. We had a few people in the acting. I was Super Duo. We have Venom, which who knows where he is now. He could be dead in the bottom of a lake for all we know. And then we had a stunt performer who helped us with the stunts. We had a costume designer who helped me with it. And we did all the parkour in that. A decent amount was one takes. The rest was a lot of struggling. The dam part was our worst part because, we just fucked around afterwards. We couldn't hold in our laughter with the punching, as you could tell if you rewatched Super Duo. And yeah.
All right. You also have a new movie coming out. How are you feeling about that?
I'm looking forward to playing in it. Hopefully we have the time to get it all done. And hopefully everyone else will be able to see it and possibly enjoy it.
So what can you tell us about that movie? Anything you can reveal without getting too spoiled?
Well, it's going to start off with Super Duo and Venom trying to have a comeback for revenge after all of it. It's going to include 2 new people. One of them is Mrs. Duo.
So there is a Mrs. Duo.
Indeed there is, and I love her very much.
So, I've heard about the plan for a Soda Cinematic Universe. What can you reveal about that?
Well, we're going to have multiple types of sodas, and I'm allowed to say at least 3 of them. We're going to have a Dr. Pepper, Captain Cola, and Wonder Sprite. But otherwise, the multiverse is going to have sodas assembling for upcoming battle.
Sounds exciting.
No.
So now we're going to get to the fan questions. So, fans are wondering, because maybe they talk about this in the movie, but how did you get your powers?
There was a radioactive explosion near the power plant I used to work at, and I was drinking Mountain Dew at the time. And the radiation of all the goo or whatever you call it.
Anyways, that sounds boring. How long do the effects of your powers last?
It lasts for about 3 hours. A little bit less, a little bit more. I guess it would depend on the mood I am.
It's oddly convenient, don't you think?
No.
So we did find out there was a Mrs. Duo. What made you choose to be good? Villains have it easy, robbing banks, getting money, girls like the bad boys. So why did you decide to be a hero?
Someone once told me when I was first got my power, a very close friend of mine, with great power comes great responsibility, and I didn't listen to.
That's from Spider-Man.
I'm becoming slowly more neutral superhero than a good superhero at the moment.
You still have from Spider-Man.
Depending how this interview ends, I might become neutral. But good-wise, I guess I just decided to do good because why not? If this interview doesn't go well, I might become neutral.
So, what's your least favorite soda?
Oh, it has to be Coke. Coca-Cola is a bad soda. It tastes bad, and then when it's warm, it tastes even worse. Whoever likes Coke, I know someone right now who might be watching this interview. Coke is for fucking losers.
Okay, let's keep it PG, please. Do you believe the Earth is flat?
No. I've actually flew into
space.
We're
not getting into beliefs here.
It's a triangle.
How should we stop global warming?
Well, since
that's enough
since the weather is warm, I think that it's a bit cold. Since the weather is really cold, and we're trying to stop it from being warm, I think we should blow a fan. All right.
So,
Nope.
Super Dude, how would we stop global warming?
Since the weather is getting warm and it's melting the ice, I think we should pay. Do that again, I dare you. I think we should pay for a giant fan that's the size of Mars and blow it on the Earth. It'll be cold enough to stop the warmth. So then it'll be global cold instead of global warm. That'll save the Earth.
Who's your inspiration?
Obama.
Speaking of presidents, if you were the president, how would you help America?
Well, for starters, I'll get rid of Twitter. And after that, any person that is doesn't agree with what I say will.
Pretty sure that's a dictatorship. North Korea.
Oh, I did not know that that was a dictatorship. If I was the president, I would make agreements with my fellow Americans and say that we should all get free money and free drinks and free food. And then also, I'm going to turn the White House into a giant water park. And no one's allowed to come.
Well, shit, he's got my vote.
And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will become my vice president.
Final question. What's your favorite color?
It has to be a mix between green.
Because of the suit.
No, not green, sorry. I don't like green. It has to be a mix between blue or a type of red. One that's red.
That's all of the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us. Next time, stick to the rules.
Super Nerd Spot teach you a lesson.
Police brutality. Police brutality. Police brutality.